it's shaped like a surfboard. It's 12 feet long, 26 inches wide, and about 5 inches deep.
Can you tell me, Hoyle, exactly what windsurfing is?
Windsurfing is basically sailing in a small boat and hiking out to the extent you're totally balancing the force in the sail.
Hiking meaning that you, well, I notice that you're always standing. Is that gives you more of a hiking?
Right, exactly. You have to stand to hike. You have to lean out in a standing position further and further toward the wind as the wind blows.
And we'll continue to watch Hoyle Schweitzer as he works his way down the Marina Channel into some higher wind conditions. And as he starts to pick up on some of those stronger gusts, he finds he can hike out to even a further extent, leading his full body weight into the wind pushing against the sail. And as he approaches the end of his run, he begins to go into a turn, turning his windsurfer around much in the same way you would turn a surfboard around, relocating the sail, and hiking out in the other direction, where we'll leave Hoyle Schweitzer in a rather precarious position in a full hike-out body dip in the marina. And we'll go on to watch another one of Hoyle's windsurfing crew, a windsurfer named Mike Ross. And we have here today what you call a high wind condition. Just how high is the wind?
Well, the wind's not all that high. It's probably gusting to mid-20s, but it's very shifty, and I think that's adding to the difficulty.
Do you think that the shifty wind condition has something to do with what is coming up here, a series of wipeouts on a windsurfer?
Oh, it's partially responsible for wipeouts, and then it's a matter of making mistakes. The windsurfers they're screwing up in some way.
Screwing up in some way. Here's a couple of shots of yourself screwing up, including one shot where you're hiked out so far that you seem to let go and hit the water. What happened here in your own case?
Well, it's a form of screw up and also a form of relaxation and christening. And it's a lot of fun to get in the water.
All right, then, with those parting words, we will leave you having a lot of fun in the water. And I'm on camera here with Greg Halal, who is a local beach resident in the area. Can you tell me, Greg, the difference between riding a wave on a windsurfer and riding the wave on a larger boat like a catamaran?
Due that you're very close to the water, you get a greater sensation of speed.
Now, Greg, what is the first sensation you feel when going after a wave on a windsurfer? Are you worried about taking the drop down the face of the wave?
Well, no, it's not very difficult to take the drop. The greatest sensation is floating and planing down the wave. When you get on the wave, you're going at your fastest speed.
Is it like having a mountain that moves behind you where you're constantly going downhill?
Only if the wind will maintain and keep up.
And we're watching in position Greg Halal going after the next wave and picking up on a small swell with the wave behind him and his sail full of wind, the way that he said it should be, riding in towards the beach, where he turns back around and heads out in the other direction, using the next wave outside as sort of a ski jump or a small mountain to jump up and out and over on his way back out to find the next wave. I'm watching some more fast action moving with Hoyle Schweitzer and Greg Halal. Leaving Hoyle once again in that difficult position, heading out towards a short impromptu wipeout, leaving him with several seconds to talk over the latest events with the rest of the windsurfing crew, and letting Greg Halal work his way back out from inside to see what all the excitement is out at Malibu. It might also be interesting to note that Greg is an excellent guitarist and is providing the background music behind the windsurfing. Now, I'm on camera here with Dr. Alan Parducci, who is the older member of the windsurfing crew. Can you tell me, Alan, why you chose a sport as rugged as windsurfing?
Well, I think it was a sense of excitement. I'm interested in the psychological sense of speed, how fast it feels like you're going, and this is what this sport offers. You just tear down the waves and you think you're just going 1,000,000 miles an hour. You don't know how fast you're going, but you know you don't want to go any faster.
Now, you're also a noted professor at UCLA. Do you find that windsurfing is perhaps a way you can get away after a busy schedule of lecturing?
Yeah, that's a big thing for me. I can keep the board on top of my car on my way home from school. Even if I have just an hour, I can still get it into the water, get out there, get a half an hour of fast sailing, and get back. It isn't a lot of trouble the way my other boats have been.
And windsurfing certainly doesn't seem to be any trouble at all to a group of avid enthusiasts on a late afternoon. Hoyle Schweitzer, Greg Hallal, and Dr. Parducci catching the last few fading winds before the calm of early evening. Once again, back on camera with Hoyle Schweitzer. Hoyle, can you give me one really good phrase to sum up windsurfing?
It's just a damn exciting sport.
Okay, I guess that will capsulize it. And I want to thank Hoyle and his crew of windsurfers once again for an outstanding look at a unique and exciting sport, windsurfing.